Hello. How are you doing, guys? I'm glad to. I hope you are doing well. Okay, I just want to do some few problems with you regarding how to solve problems that requires you to work with simultaneous equations. Okay, so here you are given an equation written by 2x minus y is equal to 1, and the second one is written by y squared minus xy is equal to x plus 7. So here you see that you have 6 marks. Okay, for this, you see that you have two unknowns, x and y, and also here you have your y and xy and x. So what you need to find, you need to find two unknowns. X is the value of x that you need, and the value of y that you need. How are you going to solve this problem? Okay, let us name our equations. We have the first equation written by 2x minus y being equal to 1, which is the first equation. And the second one is y squared minus xy being equal to x plus z. That one is a second equation. So for you to solve this thing, you have to come up with a third equation, of which can be written in terms of making one of the two unknown subject of the formula. So if you can look on your first equation, you can rewrite this equation by taking your minus y to your right hand side and 1 to your left hand side. So it becomes 2x minus 1 being equal to y. So this one is your third equation. So since now you know that you can write y in terms of x, meaning you can go to your equation number 2 now, because once you use an equation, you cannot use it again, because you cannot say the fact that when I decided to write y as a subject of the formula on this equation number 1, and decide to plug this 2x minus 1 on the very same equation. No. You are now using another equation. So that means here, you write that you now substitute your equation 3 into equation 2. Okay, so how do you do this? Whenever you see y, you replace y with 2x minus 1. So you see here on equation number 2, this is what is written on equation number 2. So y squared minus xy is equal to x plus 7. This is your equation number 2. So the fact that when you know that you can write your y in terms of x, meaning whenever you see y, you replace y with what? With 2x minus 1. Close bracket, you square it, minus x. You see here also you see y, so you replace it with 2x minus 1, of which is equal to x plus 7. Okay, you can expand this. Can write this 2x minus 1 times 2x minus 1 minus this one times this one. You can distribute this minus x throughout this. So it becomes minus x times this one, which is minus 2x squared minus x times minus 1 becomes positive x, of which is equal to x plus 7. Okay, I hope everything is still clear. Still clear? So you can distribute this thing throughout. You say 2x times 2x becomes 4x squared. 2x times minus 1 becomes minus 2x. Minus 1 times 2x becomes minus 2x. Minus 1 times minus 1 becomes positive 1. You bring back this thing as it is, minus 2x squared plus x. And then you take your x from your right hand side, you bring it to your left hand side, meaning since it was positive on your right hand side, on your left hand side it will be minus x, and here since 7 was positive on your left hand side it will be minus 7 being equal to 0. So now you try to see what is it that seems to be common. You see here you have 4x squared, here you have minus 2x squared, okay? And here you see you have minus 2x, x minus x. Okay, so as for these two, these two, they just cancel one another. This one, if you say 4 minus 2, you get 2x squared, and then minus 2x minus 2x becomes minus 4x. And then we have 1 and we have minus 7. So minus 7 plus 1 becomes minus 6 being equal to 0. Okay, so you see that you can factor out 2 here because all these things are divisible by 2. So you take 2 as the common factor. So once you take out something as a common factor, you have to divide everything that is within the bracket so that you find out what is it that will remain on that bracket. So here it will be 2x squared minus 4x minus 6. So you divide throughout by your common factor, of which is 2. Okay, being equal to 0. Okay, from there you can divide both sides by 2 to eliminate this 2. So 2 divided by 2 becomes what? X squared. And minus 4 divided by 2 becomes minus 2x. Minus 6 divided by 3, minus 6 divided by 2 becomes minus 3. Still have this 2, which is equal to 0. So now we want to eliminate this 2. We divide both sides by 2. Divide both sides by 2. Then from there, you see this and this. Every number divided, okay, 0, even if you can divide 0 by any integer or any real number, you will always get 0 unless if you divide by 0, that is the only time where you will get a number that is undefined. So here that means we are left with x squared minus 2x minus 3 being equal to 0. So you can now, okay, let me now make it that simple. Now you want to find factors for this. So what are the factors for x? This is 1 and 1. What are the factors for 3? It is 3 and 1. Okay? Remember that I said that this sign here tells us whether the signs of our factors should be the same or should be different. If this one is negative, it tells us that signs of these factors should not be the same, they should be different. And the middle one, of which is this one, the middle one, of which is this one is the sign of the bigger number. Provided that now you know that signs won't be the same, you are now wondering which sign should you give to who. So this one should be given to the bigger number. Which one is the bigger number? It's 3. And which one is the smaller number? It's 1. So you take factors as they are. So this one, take it as it is. And this one also, you take it as it is. And then how do you write these vectors of yours? You remember that this one is a coefficient of x, meaning it becomes x minus 3. And this one is also a coefficient of x, becomes x plus 1 being equal to 0. That makes x being equal to 3 or x being equal to minus 1. Okay, so you managed to find the values of x. You now want to find the values of y because we are solving for simultaneous equation, meaning you want two unknowns. You have y and x. So here is the two possible outcomes for x. X can be 3 or x can be minus 1, meaning there will be two possible outcomes also for y. So let's just go back for y. You see on equation 3, this is equation 3. On equation 3, you did manage to write y as a subject to the formula, meaning you now write y is equal to 2x minus 1. When you see x, you replace it with this possible outcome that you got. So, okay, the first one, you have y is equal to 2x minus 1. So you let your x be equal to 3. So your y will be equal to 2, where you see x, you put 3 minus 1. So your y becomes 2 times 3, it becomes 6, 6 minus 1. As the result, your y becomes 5. This is the value of y. It's the first value of y when x is equal to 3. So now you check when your x now is no longer equal to 3 but equal to minus 1. You bring back the very same thing. It's y equal to 2x minus 1, meaning your y is equal to 2 minus 1 minus 1. So y becomes 2 times minus 1. It's minus 2 minus 1. So y becomes minus 3. So as the result, you did manage to find values, possible outcomes for x and y using simultaneous equation. Thank you. I will come up with another simultaneous problems to solve.